Morning. It's the morning of the 26th, I think, and had terrible weather all week. It's been in the mid 80s, almost 90s for highs. And last night, a front come through. Not much of one, but we're going to be in the highs of 60s, and which it's about 60 right now. It's just going to stay the same temperature all day. And then tomorrow night, should get down to the 40s. So it's the right time of year, and had somewhat of a cold front come through, so hopefully we can get something done. And I don't know, feeling pretty optimistic, so we'll see you in the tree. All right, good morning. It's the next day. We went yesterday and seen 2 bucks at very first daylight. It's still too dark to even get it on video. But last night they was moving around a lot, chasing some does. My big deer haven't been there in a couple days, and so I'm kind of hoping that they're due. But it got even colder today. We're in the low 40s this morning, so should be good. Should be better than yesterday. Yesterday was still pretty warm, but I get the stuff geared up and we'll get up in the tree. Once again, I had a buck show up, very low light. Couldn't get it on film, but after about an hour after daylight, this little doe walks by just on the edge of the woods there, and she never comes in, but she works her way past us here. A little while after she left, this little buck come and checked us out. I'd put out just a little bit of doe pee on my boots walking in, because I have to walk down past where they come in at to get to my stand, and this is directly from downwind from where I was sitting. And he come in, he could definitely smell it. He comes and smells right where I walked in, and if you listen, you can actually hear him sniffing and inhaling whenever he's sniffing the leaves where I walked in at. So it's a pretty neat little encounter. It had been really nice if this had been one of the deers we was after, but he came in and he was definitely looking for me. He's only about 5 yards from the tree here, and so I ended up zoomed in way too far, get him out of frame a couple times, but not very often you get him this close. It's just a neat encounter, being able to see him. This is where if you listen close, you can actually hear him sniffing. He's really searching for that doe. he eventually works off and leaves. And that's the last deer that I seen during that hunt. I wasn't able to hunt that evening. The deer movement had not been good in the evenings during this time anyway, and so the rest of this week the highs was in the mid 80s and almost 90, and so I didn't even bother hunting, and the deer movement was almost zero. It was really bad. I wasn't even having nighttime movement, so we held off and waited. The weather got a lot better that weekend. All right, today should be the day. It's November 1st, and yesterday we had a little storm roll through. It's the first rain we've had in probably over a month, and it came along with a 30-degree cold front. So the high today is in the 60s and the lows in the low 40s. So it's not too cold, but it's a big difference when it was, pushing upper 80s past few days. So hopefully it should be good. Actually had some good movement on camera last night. Had a new buck come in. He was all big and bristled up and had a floppy ear. I guess he's been fighting pretty hard, but we've been hunting hard the past couple weeks. We skipped out this week just because it was so hot and I wasn't getting anything on camera. So, but we're here now. Got high hopes for this morning. We're going to sit for a long time and see what's going to happen. But this weekend, the rest of the weekend's looking good, and it's supposed to get even colder beginning of next week. So it should be kicking off here pretty hard. It should be chasing around and getting in the full swing of the rut here very soon, if not already. So, but we'll get geared up and we'll get out there. Bill, get back to the house. Get. Get back to the house. What are you doing? Go, get out of here. Well, before daylight, I had a buck come through. He was grunting about every step, and so had high hopes for everything. And then, as you've seen, my parents' basset hound decided to come see me. I thought she would leave eventually, but after 10 minutes of barking, I decided to get down and tell her to get back to the house. So we stuck it out, and I knew the weather was just too good to leave, even if there was dogs running around. After about an hour, had a couple does come and see me. And they weren't very spooky, but they knew something wasn't right, and they never did come all the way in. But they come in and see me for a little bit. I don't know if they could smell me or not. The wind was blowing the other direction, so they shouldn't have. So after just a few minutes, those does just work off. This doe here's got her tail up. She had it up the whole time, even coming in, so I really don't know what she was doing, but they worked off. And then shortly after, these two yearlings, they snuck in right behind me. I never even heard them coming, but they walk in here and hang out with me for a few minutes. After about another hour or 30 minutes, this doe come in the same direction as those first two left. And she was on a mission. She was moving pretty quick. She never really slowed down, and I thought for sure she was going to have a buck following her, but she worked her way right through and nothing ever came in behind her. A couple hours later, finally, the deer I've been waiting for comes in, and once again, snuck in right behind me, and I did not hear him until he was right there beside me. But he walks up here just like those yearlings did, and he stands there with that tree in between us for almost 12 minutes. Yeah, he went down. Yes. Oh man, that was the same deer that Luke nearly that was the same deer that Luke nearly killed back in September. He snuck in right here behind me. I never even heard him come in till he was right here beside me. But I didn't see where the shot went in, but he was facing me pretty hard working that scrape, and I mean he went down right over there. So yes. November 1st. I knew this morning would be great. And that deer, every time it's cold, he shows up midday. It's 11:17 right now, and it's a long sit, but man, I love it, man. I love it. I love this time of year. I love this bow. Those broadheads are same ones that Luke used, and they leave a huge hole. B3 Destrukts. Man, they've been good. That's the 4th deer that we've killed with them, and we've watched every one of them fall. They're awesome. But oh man, it's the first deer I've killed with a hinge. That's the B3 Tangent, and I have no click in it. So that was terrible. I was like, go off, go off, go off. And whew, all right. Well, let's get down and find the arrow. I'm gonna watch the video, but I seen him go down. But awesome. All right, let's go get him. Well, that was pretty cool. We just got down and found my arrow. It's covered in blood. And I was just kind of easing back in here behind the stand, looking for blood, and I watched the deer fall, I'm pretty sure, so I was just kind of glassing and seeing if I could see him laying down here in the holler, and that little 8-point walked by, and I think it stopped right here where my deer fell, so I think he's just right up here, but we're just going to keep going real slow and glassing, looking, but he should be laying right up here. Let's go get him. Well, guys, there he is. Sneak up here on him. Oh yeah, he's done. Nice deer. Oh, gotta get to him down here. Oh. Yeah, good looking buck. That is the deer that me and Luke watched when he was hunting. He was wanting to shoot him. He was facing him too much, and Luke didn't really know where to aim on him. But Luke still shot himself a good deer. But I'm sure blessed to have this one. We'll get him flipped over and get him out of here, and let the kids come see him. Ready, sis? Yeah. We gonna go get him? Yeah. All right. Luke, ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go find him.
He killed the second biggest buck.
Okay. All right, just keep going real slow.
Bro, that thing was hard. How did I see that and you didn't?
Got my bloodhound on it.
No.
Yep, keep going. Hey, look on that tree right there beside you.
Which tree?
Right, the one right beside you. Yep. So he brushed right up against that, so he probably went right through here.
Okay. It's already kind of like hit that. still gotta kind of look out because like I shot my deer, he went on. Okay.
Keep easing forward, looking for blood.
Oh, found out.
There you go.
That's good right there.
Good.
Because of the closer we get, probably more blood come back. Oh, there he is right there.
You found him?
Yep.
Oh.
Cross the top.
Look at all that blood. You see that blood, Sissy? Look at all that blood.
I don't like blood.
Jump that fence was his last thing, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, geez, Dad, you can way far back.
Well, that's where it came out because he was facing me.
Good deer, Dad.
Good deer?
Look at him.
Good. Let's get him pulled out of there and we'll take some pictures, okay?
Okay.
All right, we got him. Right. This was the deer that Luke seen whenever we was hunting back in September. He just never did give him a good shot.
The one whenever he was facing us and didn't get me a good shot.
Yep.
This is the one my dad killed.
Yep, he's a good deer. We're thankful for him.
My daddy.
Yep, we're thankful for him. He's going to bless us with many meals. And
then never said my dad killed us deer.
yeah, but this is what it's all about right here. Mom's still at work, but we're going to take it by and let her see it. And we'll be hunting again later, won't we, Luke?
Mm-hmm. But we're not killing bucks. Killing does.
We got some does to kill, don't we?
We got some
does
to Those are probably going to be a lot easier because they've been showing up more than bucks.
Maybe.
Bucks are kind of hard to kill because you don't see them as much as does.
And we are not going to kill deer, and we are going to kill a buck.
That's right. Are you ready to kill a buck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to kill a buck.
Probably going to be a lot just
We are
like
going
mine.
to kill a buck as soon as we go kill a buck.
Wait, don't do that. You're going to break the antlers.
I think she won't break them.
Bro.
But, all right. Until next time. Thanks, guys.